The 12th Parliament began as the divided House following a heated January 2026 general elections and a contested speakership race. The result led to factions, mistrust and suspicion, what many MPs now call political wounds. Months into its running of business, the question is no longer who won the speakership, but whether the House can heal from a cancer that is slowly splitting it into alleged misguided factions.
You know, we had leaders here who are afraid of me. I hope that the leaders who are here are not afraid of me.
Former Speaker of the 11th Parliament, Annet Anita Among, left the seat after a turbulent process.
We have a saying that when they are slaughtering a cow, you should not move away. You should also be near there so that you can get some offers.
Today, all eyes are on the new parliamentary leadership to set a different tone.
By prioritizing the needs, voices, and aspirations of the citizens in all parliamentary activities, and the key word here, all parliamentary activities.
Accordingly, unity is non-negotiable. But how?
I promise you, we can only succeed if you allow us to succeed. We can only succeed depending on you. Parliament as an institution, I want to tell you, you won't have a parliament where it is dirty and then you're clean.
Political parties win elections and lose them. Parliamentary majorities change with time. Yet the enduring strength of our republic will depend upon whether institutions such as Parliament continue to command the confidence of those they were established to serve.
The Fountain of Honor has emphasized a working spirit to cultivate results of wealth creation and prosperity. The public is demanding for services irrespective of what faction you belong to. But this calls for unity in diversity.
So we don't need to promise heaven and earth that in the 12th Parliament we shall uniformly move. Because what would unite us are the aspirations, values, norms, and the interests of the people. But where parties deviate from the interests of the people, then we do not expect to agree and move in harmony.
The test to the 12th Parliament remains whether the appetite can move from wounds and division to work.
There are so many things that should change. One, everyone should know his or her role. If you are a speaker, if you are a member of parliament, a worker at parliament, you should know what to do. Exactly what is meant for you. Because our people, they really need accountability, and they need also to see a person who respects himself or herself.
Now, many people tend to think it is the personalities who are the problem. It is the kind of politics here which is the problem.
This week, the 12th Parliament allowed a private member to introduce the Administration of Parliament Amendment Bill 2026 with intentions to change the mode of the election of the leader of opposition.
It has been a norm that the choosing of the leader of opposition is not done in Parliament. And yet the law is about the Administration of Parliament Act. But the choosing of the leader of opposition is handled from outside Parliament. We want the members of the opposition, together with the independent members of opposition who are here, as the law provides, to be consulted on that matter.
This seems to awaken the previous attempt by the 11th Parliament that contributed to the wounds and division in question.
If we are talking about inclusivity and equity, talk about the Prime Minister. Should this side also rethink and start moving a bill so that the Prime Minister is also chosen by the opposition? Shall we be fair?
And through the Committee on Appointments, you actually appoint the ministers by participating in voting, approve. Therefore, in principle, there is nothing wrong in members of the entire opposition. Indeed, there's nothing wrong if we will take the route that the ruling side does vote for the leader of opposition because that's the principle. Thank you very much.
The script is championed by a political pressure group of the Patriotic League of Uganda, which is in agreement with the National Resistance Movement to foster socio-economic transformation.
We want to thank the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament and the Parliament of Uganda that granted them leave to go and introduce this bill. As Patriotic League of Uganda MPs, we want to pledge our support to the movers of this motion, that we shall support you, and we are looking forward to having a new leader of opposition, and that one we shall achieve it. You don't know us?
The members of parliament fear of a repeat of history, dubbed with poor service delivery and public distrust, if controversial legislations take priority in the 12th parliament.
Are not yet sure whether the 12th parliament is going to be different. Where among the things they want to do first is to chase away a lob who happens to be a little more critical on government. So once you do that, every time you're fighting dissent, that implies that you're not ready to act according to the democratic principles as provided for. You're not ready to do the politics as expected by the public.
I don't see any problem if a lead of opposition being selected or chosen by all members of opposition, other than one party deciding for others. Is it democratic? No, there is no democracy there. Once members are saying that we are many opposition parties registered and fully represented in the House, why should one party impose a person on us without being touched?
Well, I cannot say, because the registration does not have time limit, that this is the time for this, the time for that. What is important is what you are bringing on the floor of the House. Does it benefit the public? Does it benefit the country? So I'm yet to look at it to see how beneficial it is.
So what is good for us may sound bad to the NRM and the other part of the PLOU. So we cannot hate one another because one has expressed the belief and the interests of his bosses. But the cardinal boss would be the voter. What the voter subscribe to and what do they comment over any legislation before it is tabled on the floor of Parliament.
As the 12th Parliament paves way to heal the wounds and scars from the recent political division, the Attorney General's office is mandated to guide the movers of the administration of Parliament Amendment Bill 2026 accordingly, if it is necessary. Daniel Mugoya, UBC News.